Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Also on the play. Brings up third down.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the connection. Oh, what a move! And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
And they'll take over first and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. This quarterback part of their running game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on first and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Still on his feet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Utes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. On the return, it's Hayes. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
14, Utah, 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
On the play. Offense facing fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 21, Utah 0.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Dumps it to the back. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, TCU.
TCU, number 82, hauls it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Utes want to move quickly. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Okay, ready?
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They keep attacking through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Running toward the tape. The 20. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's going to pass on second down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, just keeps firing. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
And that's a first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, TCU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
It's complete. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. He's got his man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
TCU, number 1 in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to get to him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throws to the wideout and wings it incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. Finds the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first protection.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On the double.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've just seen in this game, the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times. he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will audible. The toss to the right. Jukes his way for more. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Easy. Toss sweep to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got his man down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more.
Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown, it's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he tacks on the extra point.
TCU 49, Utah 14.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now, he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Touchdown, TCU! And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
TCU 56, Utah 14.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. trying to find his man on first down. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, TCU! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 19 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down moment.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, TCU! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great return for the touchdown, and he returned.